Hey everyone, this is your economics assignment for Wednesday, March 18. We are going to review some of the aspects of demand that we've been talking about over the past few weeks in class. The first one is you're going to need to demonstrate the law of demand using this example here, the demand for a can of pop. Remember, if the price of something is high, like if it's $10 for a can of pop, the demand is probably going to be very low because nobody wants to spend $10 for a can of pop. And if the price drops, then the demand is going to start increasing because people want to spend less money. If it's really expensive, they don't want to buy a lot of it. So you need to fill out this table here, and then you need to create the graph. Remember, you can do that in Google Drawings. You can click the edit button and then you can start adding parts of your graph. So for a demand graph, we've got a line that's going to be sloping downwards. You can change the thickness of the line, and then you need to add a number of things in the text box. Remember, you need to have the price over here. You need to have the quantity demanded down here. We can just put P and QD to show price. Quantity demanded, we can start putting the actual numbers for price that you choose on the side. You can put the cans of pop demanded on the bottom. And remember, it's good to title your graph as well, which we can call demand for cans of pop. Remember, that's how you do that graph there. So then the next part is asking you to describe the shift in demand. So you need to say what happens when the demand for Coca-Cola, or what happens to the demand of Coca-Cola if the price of Pepsi increases. Remember, that's a determinant of demand. That determinant is probably going to be a substitute good. So if a substitute good's price increases, what happens to the demand for Coca-Cola? And you'll need to graph that as well. Remember that if there is a shift in demand, not just a change in price, that means we're going to have to draw a new line. So it's either going to go that way or it's going to go that way. You have to decide, and then you have to draw it on this graph. And then the very last thing that you need to do is you need to determine whether or not the demand for Coca-Cola is elastic or inelastic. Remember, elastic means if there's a small change in price, then the demand is greatly affected. Even a $1 increase is really going to affect the demand. If demand is inelastic, that means a small change in price is not going to affect the demand that much. So you need to tell me, based on the availability of substitutes, whether it's a necessity or a luxury, whether it's time horizon or share of the budget. Those are all our determinants, the factors of elasticity. You need to say, is Coca-Cola elastic or inelastic? So that is your assignment for Wednesday, March 18.